So we are a private Catholic university. We were founded in 1949 by the Diocese of San Diego and the Sisters of the Sacred Heart. We started off as the San Diego College for Men, San Diego College for Women, and in 72 we combined to be what is now USD. So we're still rooted in that Catholic intellectual tradition that y'all are familiar with. We really want to educate our students as a whole being, and that means mentally, intellectually, physically, spiritually. We want our students to be able to explore and grow in all aspects while they're here at USD. And being a Catholic university, we do have university ministry. We also have daily mass Monday through Friday at 12:15, as well as Sunday evening masses at 6 and 8 o'clock at night. So it's kind of nice that if you'd like to continue to go to mass, you don't have to wake up early. You can sleep in, go to the beach, and then go to mass later on at night. And all of that is housed in our Founders Chapel, which is what you see right here on the screen. It's definitely one of my favorite places on campus. It's absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. And my favorite part about Founders Chapel is that it's ran by our students. So our students are really running everything. They have their Founders Chapel choir. So beautiful to hear them sing. There's drummers, guitarists as well. So if you're musically inclined, please feel free to join them. Again, absolutely gorgeous. And you'll see this quote down here at the bottom by one of our founders, Mother Rosalie Hill. She really founded the University of San Diego on the 3 pillars of beauty, truth, and goodness. She believed that the beautiful campus would draw people here. On campus, our students would find truth, and within truth, find goodness and be able to spread that goodness around the world. So beauty, truth, and goodness is really what USD is all about, and it still runs with us today as we are the number 6 most beautiful campus in the nation. But being a Catholic university means that we are welcoming to students from all across the globe, all different walks of life, and that is something that we celebrate on our campus. So we have about 5,900 undergraduates, about 2,600 grad and law students. So I like to think we're just kind of the right size because we're big enough to the point where you will see new faces, but small enough that you're also going to see a lot of familiar faces every day and are really able to build lasting relationships with your peers and your professors. 48% of our students come from out of state, about 10% are international, so that does leave the rest Californians like yourselves. 38% of our students identify as being students of color, and only 40% of our students identify as Catholic. So you do not have to be Catholic to come here. You do not have to go to Mass. The only religious requirements that we have of our students is that they take 2 semesters of theology as a part of our core curriculum. But we are very proud of our diverse campus community. We have our Center for Inclusion and Diversity, our United Front Multicultural Commons, which houses 33 different multicultural clubs and organizations, our LGBTQ and Allies Commons, our Women's Commons, and our Black Student Resource Commons as well. We really want to try to expose our students to as many cultures as possible while they're on our campus, whether that come in the form of food, dance, theater, art, speakers. We just really want our students to, again, be very well-rounded and be exposed to a little bit of everything, which is why we also believe in the liberal arts at USD. So you're not just going to be studying courses within your major, but courses within everything else as well, from those 2 semesters of theology to fine arts, math, science, history, philosophy, a second language. You actually do have to take a class that's focused on diversity, that's focused on another culture. So again, we really want to educate our students in all aspects of life, which includes all of those topics. But we do have 42 different majors to choose from, about 54 different minors. We have a wonderful School of Business. It definitely has a great reputation, houses some popular majors like finance, accounting, and business administration. Especially within the School of Business, a lot of our professors teach for fun, and then they have their companies outside of USD, so they're very well connected to be able to suggest you to friends and colleagues for internships, careers after you graduate. We have a School of Engineering that's only about 7 years old, and it's already 13th in the nation for undergraduate engineering programs. We offer mechanical, electrical, and industrial systems, as well as an integrated engineering major, which will cover all of those as well as bio and software. And now engineering is a little bit different at USD in the fact that it's scheduled to be a 4.5-year program. And that's because our students will earn both a Bachelor of Arts and a Bachelor of Science when they graduate. Since our School of Engineering is fairly new, there's brand new lab spaces. There's even an ideology space in the building where it's all just kind of glass doors, glass walls and everything for you to like write on and have a lot of fun with, which is kind of cool. And then, of course, being the liberal arts university that we are, we do have our College of Arts and Sciences, which houses some popular majors like biology, psychology, communications, and political science, just to name a few. And we also have pre-professional advising programs for those who want to go into the health field. So if you want to be a nurse, doctor, dentist, physical therapist, something along those lines, or if you want to be a lawyer, we also have a pre-law advisory program. These are additional advisors to go along with your major advisor to make sure that you're taking all of the necessary classes, help you take whatever test you need to take. They're really there to make sure that you look fantastic on paper when you're applying to graduate level programs. But what I love about USD is while on the Common App, we will ask you what you're interested in studying. You're not bound to that major. All of our first year students will start out as undeclared, regardless of what's put down on the Common App. We want to give our students the flexibility to try things out, make a very well-informed decision. You don't even have to declare a major until your second semester, your sophomore year. So we're going to give you 2 years to figure it out. We're going to help you along the way as well. For example, I actually started off bio pre-med thinking that I wanted to be a doctor. I was minoring in Spanish at the time, and I found out junior year that I couldn't handle blood, and so I flip-flopped my major and my minor. But that was what was great about USD is I wasn't stuck doing something that I no longer had a passion for. I really had the flexibility to change things up and find something else that I found a new passion within. So it's as simple as filling out a form to change your major, declare your major, all of the above. And of course, the best part about USD is the small class sizes. Our average class size is only 22 students, and you will never have more than 40 students in any of your classes, and that's even at the basic English 121 level. So we do not have any big lecture halls. It's all going to be small classrooms, and all of our courses are taught by professors. We wanted to ensure that our students have access to them, so they all have office hours outside of their classroom hours. They're also easily accessible. I remember emailing my professors at 10, 11 o'clock at night the day before exams. They would email me back immediately. And because of those small class sizes, they really get to know you. After graduating 10 years ago, I still see my professors around campus and they still remember who I am, which is kind of great. And because a lot of our professors have terminal degrees, a lot of them are continuing to do their own research. And because of those small class sizes, a lot of them will handpick their own students to help them with their research. We hope that all of our students have some sort of hands-on experiential learning opportunity, whether that be through research or through internships. We even have a whole office dedicated to undergraduate research where you can receive grants and funding to do some research. We also have an honors program. The top 10% of our admitted first year class will be invited to apply, but you can also apply after your first semester. You just need a minimum of a 3.4 GPA. The honors program entails about one honors course per semester during your time at USD. The class sizes are even smaller. Average class size is about 12 students. And a lot of those classes are taught by 2 different academic professors from 2 different academic departments. So it's really nice that you're going to be receiving a more in-depth education. You're going to be able to solve a problem through 2 different lenses. And of course, it's a little bit more rigorous as well, as you are going to have to do a big project and present it for your senior thesis at our creative collaborations. But of course, we know that the transition of going from high school to college, as well as living at home to living on your own, it's going to be a big transition. So we want to make sure that that transition is smooth. So we require 2 years of living on campus. Your first year is going to be in traditional resident halls in what we call our living learning communities. So instead of deciding where you want to live on campus, you'll decide what community you want to be a part of. So each residence hall will house one LLC, and they are themed. So we have Advocate if you're passionate about social justice, Innovate if you're passionate about creating new ways of doing things. Collaborate about civic engagement and teamwork. Cultivate about sustainability. And illuminate, which is specific to the honors program. So it's kind of nice. You step into your residence hall day one, you have at least that one similar interest with every single person that you're living with. I mentioned all of our first year students start out as undeclared. So we will actually be selecting your first semester courses for you based on how you fill out a questionnaire. So don't worry, it will be classes that you're interested in. We also take into account if you're a morning person or a night person. But one of your first semester classes will be focused on the theme that you're living in. And you're taking that class with about 20 other students who you're living with. And that class will also be taught by your initial academic advisor prior to you formally declaring your major. We really wanted to pair the living and the learning together for that first year because we want our students to be both academically and socially successful on our campus. So that's kind of how your first year is going to go. Your second year is going to be more apartment-like style living. You'll actually have your own living area, your own kitchen to be able to cook your own food. Kitchens are pretty much useless at USD because our food is really good. We've been ranked in the top 20 for best campus food over the past few years. We have places that serve Mongolian barbecue to all-day breakfasts, burritos, whatever you could possibly think of, vegan, vegetarian. So there are certainly a lot of options on campus. But our students are pretty well balanced, so they're not only involved inside the classroom, but outside the classroom. We have over 180 different clubs and organizations to get involved in. We put on our Alcala Bazaar at the beginning of every semester, and this is our club and org fair. So you get to go walk around, talk to all of the clubs and the organizations, find out where you want to find your niche on our campus. And we have a little bit of everything from our accounting society. So we have professional fraternities, honor societies. We also have clubs that are dedicated to doing service, like our Border Angels Club. They go and bring food and water down to those at the border. But we do have social fraternities and sororities as well. We do not have traditional housing on or off campus, and that's really because we wanted to continue our founders' beliefs in having a very inclusive community. So I kind of like how our fraternity and sorority life is set up, because if you want that, it's here for you, and if it's not your thing, you don't feel like you're missing out on some big, huge college experience. Only about a quarter of our students will participate in a fraternity or sorority, and a lot of their philanthropic events are open campus-wide. We're also home to 17 NCAA Division I sports. We play in the West Coast Conference, except for football. We're 1AA, we play in the Pioneer League. So we definitely have a lot of Torero pride on our campus. Many people are like, what is a Torero? Well, here is our mascot, Diego the Torero. So as you can see, it's very similar to a matador or a bullfighter. Now there's one big difference. Matador comes from the Spanish verb matar, which means to kill. We are very humane at USD. The Torero just plays with the ball. Diego leads our bull pit, which is our rowdy group of students that paint themselves head to toe in Torero blue and really get the crowd going at all of our sporting events. We also have club sports and intramural sports if you just want to continue to play a sport that you love. Maybe go out and learn a new one. Our intramural sports range from everything like volleyball to Quidditch and inner tube water polo. And our Outdoor Adventures Club is probably our largest club on campus. They do a lot of different trips throughout the year, like they will go camping, hiking, kayaking in La Jolla Cove. So it's kind of nice that you can get off campus with them and get into nature, especially because San Diego is home to over 700 miles of hikes. Some fun facts there for you. But our students do enjoy getting off campus and taking full advantage of this awesome city that we live in. We're 15 minutes north of downtown, 15 minutes south of La Jolla, 10 minutes away from Balboa Park and the beaches. So we do not permit first-year students to have cars, but it's still going to be very easy to get around. There's a trolley stop right down the street from USD, so you can hop on the trolley, head to Old Town, get some really great Mexican food, head to Little Italy, get some really good pasta. Food's a big deal in San Diego, to say the least. And of course, head to Petco Park, catch a Padres game. But our Torero program board, which is like our ASB, they even schedule trams on certain Saturdays to run back and forth to Mission Beach all day, run back and forth to Target so you can do some grocery shopping, get whatever necessities you need. So again, very easy to get off campus and enjoy San Diego. Things that kind of make USD unique is that we are one of only 45 changemaker campuses in the world, designated because of what we do outside the classroom. This all goes back to our Catholic roots of wanting to be of service to others. So our students are committed to social justice, social innovation, entrepreneurship, sustainability, and global citizenship. They do simple things like fundraising to send #2 pencils to third world countries. Something as big as completely developing and building an irrigation system for a village in Sudan. We have a Changemaker Challenge every year. About 5 years ago now, I was most impressed by the Changemaker Challenge as it was focused on water conservation. It's always a big issue for us Californians. We're always in a drought. The student who won the Changemaker Challenge was a first-year student. He noticed dew forming on his dorm room window and had one of those aha moments where he decided to create water out of air. So he created a condensation chamber to suck air in, suck dew out of the air, and within a day he created a half a gallon of water. And he was then receiving funding from the university to continue to do his research on water sustainability issues. I'm actually really excited about this year. This year we're focused on homelessness. So I'm really excited to see what sorts of things our community comes up with. We're also ranked top 10 in the nation for our study abroad participation. We have over 80 different programs, 30 different countries, 6 different continents. So you name it, we go there. It ranges for 3 weeks during winter, 6 weeks over summer, a whole semester, or a whole year abroad. So you could possibly study abroad more than once and still graduate in 4 years. Your first opportunity to study abroad is going to be what's called the second year experience, or SYE, where you will go abroad with other second year students as well as faculty and staff from USD. And you're going to go abroad for 3 weeks during January. So it's kind of a nice little teaser into studying abroad and really give you a good idea on if it's something that you want to do later on and go a whole semester or a whole year. We also have 5 double degree programs with 5 universities over in Europe for those who are interested in business. Right now they are limited to business students and some of them are major specific. But you can get 2 degrees from 2 different universities, study abroad, do it all in 4 years. If you're thinking of business, definitely look into this program as it will require a little bit of coordination. And of course, we have our own USD Center in Madrid, which opened up about 4 years ago. This is our one and only campus outside of our main campus. It was just fitting that we went back to our Spanish roots as our university is modeled after the University de Alcalá in Madrid, hence our address. Fun facts. All right, we're done with the fun stuff. Y'all want to become a Torero? Let me tell you how. We make things pretty easy here at USD if I haven't stressed that already. We just have one deadline to remember. It is December 15th, so we do not do early action or early decision. So for fall of 2020, we received about 13,000 applications, accepted about 57% to get an incoming class of about 1,000. What do we need from you to apply? All we need is the Common App, your official high school transcripts. If you are taking some dual enrollment courses, we will need your college transcripts as well. 1 academic letter of recommendation, so that's either from a teacher or a counselor. If you are an international student, we do need a satisfactory TOEFL or IELTS, and of course that application fee. Now we know COVID-19 has really impacted every single aspect of life as we formerly knew it, and especially finances. So if this fee is going to be a hindrance, please reach out to me. We are offering some fee waivers. And you're going to notice test scores are missing from this list. We made an announcement actually just about 1 month ago today that we decided to be test blind for this application cycle. So if you are in the middle of the application process, we will not be considering test scores at all for admission or merit scholarship purposes. If you're a junior or sophomore in the room, we will at the very least be test optional for your year. But for this year, we are going to be test blind. So what are we going to look at? Well, first and foremost, we're an academic institution, so we are going to look at your academic accomplishments, all of course within the context of your high school. This is why each of us counselors have our own different territories, so we're able to know where you go, we know what's offered, and so we really look at you in context of that. We're also going to look at your letters of recommendation. We want to make sure that those who you're around on a daily basis think that you are ready to go off to college as well. But of course, being a Catholic university, we're also looking for future change makers. So we're looking for leadership. Are you involved in your community? And that could be anything from playing a sport to having a job to taking care of your little brother after school. Are you involved, with social justice? Is that something that you're passionate about? Does faith play a role in your life? Do you have a commitment to creating a diverse and inclusive community? These are all things that are very much core to who we are as a university. So these are things that we're going to look for in all aspects of your application, within your extracurricular activities, within those letters of recommendation, and of course within your essays as well. There's multiple prompts on the Common App, so really choose the one that works for you. And then we do have 2 supplemental questions on our USD member page. One of them you're required to write on is which living learning community resonates with you and why. So think about those 5 themes. Go onto our website, do some research, write about whichever one really resonates with you. Now, whichever one you write about on the Common App won't be the one that you're going to be placed in. It's all going to be based on a questionnaire that you're going to fill out in mid-May, should you decide USD is the place for you. And the other question, you get your pick of 3 questions. One of them is about change making. How are you going to be a change maker? One of them is about diversity, equity, and inclusion and how you foster that. The other one is about envisioning 2024. That's our 75th anniversary as a university. So we have what we want to have accomplished by that point. We kind of want to know the same about you. So think of those 3 questions. Choose whichever one you can really write on. Share something that you're excited to share with us. And of course, your personal journey matters as well. So feel free to use the additional information section on the Common App to talk about maybe any anomalies we're going to see on your transcript. We really know that life happens. So let us know, because otherwise, we're just going to make assumptions. So it's best for you to be very transparent with us, but of course to your comfortability as well. And the Torero Promise program. This is something special that we started just a few years ago. We wanted to make a commitment, and this is all about our envisioning 2024, is that we want to be an anchor institution in San Diego, which means being here for the schools that are connected to what was originally the San Diego Diocese, which is now Riverside and San Bernardino as well. So we have made this guaranteed admissions program with your school. So as long as you have a 3.7 recalculated weighted GPA and have taken 3 honors, AP, IB, or dual enrollment classes, all by the end of your junior year, and you have no disciplinary action, you have a guaranteed admissions to the University of San Diego. And make sure you apply on time as well. Mm-hmm. But the best part about this is not only the guaranteed admissions program, but we will also meet 100% of demonstrated need. So let me get to that next. So tuition is about $52,000 a year, room and board's $15,000. These are intimidating numbers to say the least, but do not let them intimidate you. We offer merit scholarships to the top 35 to 40% of our admitted first year class. And those range between $18,000 and $25,000, and those are renewable each year as long as you maintain at least a 3.0 GPA. And of course, we offer a lot of need-based aid. So all we require is the FAFSA, and we'll comprise a package for you, whether that come in the form of more grant or more scholarships, grants, work study. So we've essentially almost eliminated loans from your financial aid package here at the University of San Diego. We do not do this for everyone. This is very special for Torero Promise schools. So USD is affordable for you all. And whether I think this is important to state as well, whether you actually meet these requirements or not, if you are admitted to USD, you are still going to receive that financial aid benefit. Wow. Yeah. So you don't have to, if you're admitted and you're under that 3.7, you're still going to have the financial aid benefit, which I think is amazing, to say the least. But we also want to make sure that you are going to be successful for when you leave USD. So we have an awesome career development team. They're going to help you build your resume, build your cover letter, do mock interviews with you. They put on Torero tracks every year where they take students, bring them to a major city in the US and introduce them to companies that are there. So we do some local ones in San Diego. We go see Qualcomm, some biotech industries, SpaceX, Northrop Grumman. We go up to LA to see the film industry. We go to Silicon Valley to see Google and Adobe, Portland to see Nike. We're going all over the US. They just started these a few years ago, and our students are coming out of these experiences with internships and careers for after they graduate. And what I love is the career readiness programs. So not only are you going to have to fulfill your core curriculum as well as your major requirements, but we're going to make you do things outside the classroom too to make sure that you are well prepared to take that step and leave USD. So we have Passport within the School of Business, Compass within the College of Arts and Sciences, and Connect within the School of Engineering. So you have to get points, so to say, to graduate. So you're going to have to go to an internship fair, a career fair. If you're within the School of Business, you're required to have at least one internship to graduate. We're going to make sure that you're doing all these things so you can be very successful. And it seems to be working for us, as the numbers on the right-hand side are based off of those who graduated in May of 2019. So within 6 months, 92% of those who graduated were either employed, fully enrolled in a graduate program, or were doing some sort of full-time service, like going into the Peace Corps. And my favorite stat is the one down at the bottom. Out of those who were employed, 95% of them received at least one job offer, either before graduation or within 3 months. Big blue chunk is before graduation. So proof's really in the numbers that companies love our students. They come onto our campus seeking our students out. And a part of that is that liberal arts education. You know, engineering companies are looking for engineers that aren't only good at doing a job, but are able to communicate as well. And that really comes with the liberal arts at USD. I threw lots of information at you all. My email address is up on the screen. Take a picture, jot it down. Please feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to help you all through this process, help you decide if USD is going to be a good fit for you. So please send me an email. I'm here to help you all out. Are there any questions right now, though?
That is fabulous, Jackie. Oh my gosh. Students, do you have any questions? I bet you do. I know some of our students. Brian, are you still on here? Brian is working really hard. I don't know if he's still on. Are you there? No, he's not. Oh, too bad. Okay, but Brian is working really hard on earning some. Oh, there he is. There he is right there. Oh, now he jumps on. Right. But he's working really hard with the community college to earn some of those general ed classes. Will USD accept those general ed classes?
Absolutely. So if they are on your transcript, that's great, but we will need official transcripts from the college to be able to formally award credit.
Awesome. Okay, I know that he's working really hard on that to try to get some of those out of the way. I know, I'm looking out for you. I know you guys, I know. Okay, who else has a question? Marianne, did you have a question? No? Marianne would be a great prospect here. Oh yes, now she does.
How do I apply for merit scholarships?
Good question. So once you apply to USD, you are already eligible. We really want to eliminate any barriers to receiving merit scholarships. So all you have to do is apply by December 15th and you are already eligible for merit.
Okay, now I have another question. I know Vinny wasn't able to be on, but I know this would be of interest to him. He's thinking about taking a gap year to help a community in need and to do a little bit of missionary work. Is it possible for him to take on the Torero Promise and that gap year as well?
Absolutely. So what I would recommend doing is applying during the senior year, and then we can defer the enrollment up to 1 year.
Got it. Okay, we're gonna let Vinny know that, you guys, right? We're all in this. All the Mustangs are in this together. So we're gonna let Vinny know that. Okay, that's good news. Who else has a question before you guys are dismissed for the day? Because I know that you're like, oh, we're getting so close to Friday afternoon. What's up, you guys? Anybody?
Anastasia has a question. I do. So if I know for especially like for this school, you guys do require 1 year of living on campus. Is that just 2 years? Okay. Is that just for freshmen, or that like if you transfer like your junior year into there, do you have to have 2 years?
Good question. So if you decide to transfer to USD, as long as you have at least 2 full years of college or are over the age of 20, you are exempt from living on campus. So essentially, if you're a junior, you do not have to live on campus. It's mainly for first and second years.
I love that part of it, you guys. I really wish I got to experience that in my first couple of years of college. And I lived at home and went to school local, so and community. But this is a great opportunity for you guys to live on campus and really feel like and exercise your independence. Not feel independent, you really are. You're exercising your independence. So that's really cool. In a supported environment. That's really nice too.
And then actually, I just got a friendly reminder. Tomorrow's our virtual Torero showcase. I highly recommend checking it out. If you actually scan this QR code in the top right, it will take you to our virtual connect page where you can register for the virtual Torero showcase. Essentially, the first session is going to be what I just went over right now, but the other sessions are going to be more in depth. So we're actually going to have a panel with our College of Arts and Sciences, a panel with our School of Engineering, our School of Business, as well as we're going to have our 5 living learning communities presenting as well. So if you're still wondering which one you want to write about, tomorrow's a great opportunity to come and get to know a little bit more about them. And you're also going to be able to chat with faculty, staff, and current Toreros throughout the day. So if you want to get to know more about USD, tomorrow is a great opportunity.
Okay, we're back to Brian. Brian has a big seminar he's hosting with FFA tomorrow, a virtual event that he's hosting. And so I know he's not going to be able to jump on that. Is there going to be another opportunity for something similar?
This essentially is going to be our last big event before the application deadline. But
okay, but he's not ready to apply. He's not ready to apply.
But if you register, we are going to send out recordings of all of the sessions to those who registered. So whether you are actually able to attend or not, at least register to get access to those recordings.
Oh, that's great. It's a great opportunity.
2 quick questions. The first one is, how do you register for that?
Scan this QR code. It'll take you to our virtual connect page, or just go to our website, go to connect virtually, and you'll see virtual Torero showcase there.
Okay, thank you. And then the second question, back to the community college question, a few questions ago. Does that still include for online community college classes?
Especially in this day and age, absolutely.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, good question.
All right. You guys, are there any more questions on there? Oh, Jackie, you gave us so much information. Jackie, when you get off this call and we stop recording, will you send this to Alicia so
Absolutely.
that she can post it? Because I know the other students are going to be like, oh yeah, we want to know. So we're super excited. And please, when you're able, please come down and visit us at Saint Jeanne. We would love to see you and show you around and get you to feel the love of our students. They're amazing.
Great. I will certainly be there next time I can.
All right, awesome. Miss Lewis, did you have any questions?
I asked it in the chat. Thank you.
Oh, shoot. We better look. Sorry. Thank you. We didn't look in the chat. You know what?
I did.
Oh, you did. You answered it. Okay, I was ready to say, I don't see it in the chat. Oh, no. Okay. All right, perfect. Okay, then everybody have a great weekend. Thank you so much. We're blessed with this partnership. Everybody, learn all you can. Okay.
Thank you so much. Have a great weekend,
Thank
everyone,
you.
and hopefully we'll see some of you tomorrow.
That'd be great. Thanks, Jackie.
My pleasure.